Well, hello again, guys. It's your buddy Greg, and welcome back to Greg Goes Antiquing. So, what have we got today, viewers? Welcome to, well, I guess it's episode 16. I already said welcome, so we've been through that part already. So, what have we got here? Well, I'll tell you. So, I went back to the same dealer. Actually, I should explain the story. The dealer who gave me that special Baby Ben Style 7, the one from the previous episode, called me and said, oh, I've got some more alarm clocks here. I've got a Big Ben, I've got a Baby Ben. After describing them, I wasn't quite, entirely sure what she had, so I went down there today. And lo and behold, she had these two guys. And what do you know, we have, they're actually quite, how should I say, well, they're some of the early ones. Seth Thomas has decided to add to the clock thing here. Anyway, notice the chimes aren't vibrating, I think, and I've got him back here. I've got him further back here, so he doesn't seem to chime. Well, the chimes don't vibrate when he's further back on the table. Anyway, that's enough of that right now. As you can see, these are both running, and I'll tell you what I paid for them. Well, okay, Baby Ben here was $42, or no, it was 30, sorry, this was 32, this was 42. And really, she decided to deal with me a bit, and we went and 60 for the both of them, $60, which I don't think was a terrible deal. I probably could have done better on that, but I like the dealer, so I guess I'll let her have that one. But anyway, so okay, well, Big Ben and Baby Ben, we have the Style 5, the gunmetal black Style 5. You've seen this before. The base is in crap shape. I mean, I've seen this occasionally where the base is, you can also see my reflection in there, kind of. Notice these are bent. Yeah, that's no good. I have a spare base to put on this, but I don't know if I will or not because there's a certain reason for that. And if you may have noticed already, I don't know if you've seen this, it's got the wrong hand. It's got the hand off of Style 6, Big Ben. Somewhere along the line this was repaired, and I'll get to, that has something to do with this as well. So yeah, this was somewhere along the line, someone put a different hand on there. We'll take a look at the back. It's got the crown, it's got that little crown that I'm not entirely sure if that's what the name is, but it sure looks like a crown. There's that. The alarm works on this and everything. There's nothing wrong with the alarm here. I even tried it. It does repeat like it's supposed to. There's the time knob. There's the winding keys and everything. It's all here. It's a basic Style 5 really, with some damages. Of course, I don't know what year it is because I haven't opened it up. I'm debating what I'm gonna do with this clock. If I'm gonna kind of make this a parts clock or what. I mean, it almost seems into, because as you can hear, it's running. I gotta replace this hand though. I'll put the other hand, but then again, that does tell the story of this clock and where it was, because they obviously didn't have, see, there's a Style 5 hand. That's the design they're supposed to have. As you can see, the designs are different. That just tells the story of the object, really. And more on stories here, we'll look at the bottom. Felt feet are completely blown off. This clock has been well used, and I'll get I'm trying to do this one-handed. If you look here, whoa, what's this? 8? What? I don't know what that other symbol is there. Must be a, yeah, I don't know what symbol that is entirely. I don't know if that's a number 8 or what that is. There's an 8 there, a 50, and an R. And then there's also an 11, a 50, and an R. Well, what could that possibly mean, viewers? Well, I think I know. Well, I know everyone's been waiting to shout it out. Or everyone's been waiting for me to say it. They're both repair dates. This one is from August of 1950, and that's what the R stands for. So they scratched it into the paint. And this one's November of 1953, and it was repaired again. I don't know why. So out of one of those two, it could have been repaired at 60 million different times. I don't know, because I don't know. Well, yeah, it's just the story. Those are the only documented repairs on this clock, really. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know when this hand was added or whatever. It's got the original alarm hand. I think we'll do the alarm right now, actually. Here, this knob is kind of somewhat tough to move. Okay, it could use a little loosening up there. once I get this clock apart, I'll probably get that loosened up a little bit. So anyway, let's get her going here. Oh, we gotta wait. It's doing the repeat function, so let's just see what we got here. I'll see what it does in a second. It'll go off. The bell's in pretty good shape too. Yeah. And see, now it's done so now we're waiting on the repeat here. I'll let it go off again. One more time there. These patent dates, by the way, if you're looking at these things like Australia, blah, blah, blah. From what I understand, they don't mean very much other than, of course, the made in Canada. But, I don't know. Regimented. Yeah, I don't think those patent dates or whatever mean very much. But anyways. They don't date the clock. I'll see when this clock was made when I open it up. Might do a video on this, most likely, when it's opened up. And when that hand is off there. See, the thing is, it's kind of tough because I'm not sure if I want to get this looking like a Big Ben. Well, it looks like a Big Ben, obviously. That's step one. It looks like a Big Ben. But does it look like what Westclock wanted it to be? And that's the question. Do I make it all perfect with a proper hand, a non-bent base? I wonder if that base is actually fixable. I wonder if that, yeah, I don't know if I'm just taking the story away from this thing or what I'm doing. I know some people would absolutely probably hate me for taking the story away from this object. I mean, I could always change the hand. The hand's kind of bugging me. I might change that because that's not accurate. But, yeah, so anyway, that's a perfectly good working style 5 Big Ben. As you hear, the alarm works and everything. It's keeping time. And let's have a look at the style 6 Baby Ben. Okay, well, it's the luminous version, the radium version, which isn't very radioactive, and I'm pretty sure you can work on these, from what I've heard. Just use caution, of course. And before you say, oh, this one's an immaculate condition, well, I think there's another, I think that's a different hand right there. That hand, I believe, is off a style 5. And if you're all confused here, this is the style 5 Big Ben, and this is the style 6 Baby Ben. So this is the next one in the line of Westclock. So yeah, that hand right there, I think that's off a style 5 Baby Ben. I'm pretty sure it is. Because I believe these clocks, and I have another one of these, which doesn't work quite right. I still haven't gotten to it. There's another one of these, which has I think the hand's white. I believe the hand is white, and this one has a black hand. Unless that's just a spare hand they had lying around. I have no idea if this thing was repaired or not. But anyway. This thing's base is okay. There's no scratched in repair dates or anything. Notice the base is riveted. That's always the thing with these style 6s. Keys are all brass, everything's brass, you know. Look at that open. See what's cooking in there. Let's see if we get let's see if we can even see in here. I can see it's nickel plated. The movement's nickel plated, which wasn't uncommon for these. I know some of the later ones don't have nickel plating. It's not really focusing here. We'll just get this in. No, it doesn't want to focus. Okay, well that doesn't want to focus. So anyway, that's that. I'll do the alarm here in a second. Notice the nice brass. As I said, the felt feet have been blown off somewhere along the line. We'll do this. This one's a little easier to move. Oh, are we gonna get any alarm action? Oh no, I already did the alarm. Sorry. Well, I did it off camera. The alarm's all wound down, so now I gotta wind it up. There's the loud. There's the soft. This has no repeat or anything like that. Oh, yeah, it's a Canadian one. These are both Canadian clocks. I never come across the United States clocks. These are all made in Toronto or Ontario. Wait, what the heck am I talking about? Yeah, they're not made in. I don't believe they're made in Toronto. Sorry, they're made in Ontario, but not Toronto. Yeah. So anyway, what was I gonna? I can't remember what I was gonna say now. Oh yes, I remembered what I was going to say. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll let these two wind down and everything, get their alarms all, you know, let that out of the system and everything. But I'm not going to run these quite yet, like for full-time running, because I did that with the quote-unquote imported Baby Ben from Greg Goes Antiquing episode number 13. And eventually the springs, because the old lubrication, because it hadn't been cleaned or anything, the spring either it snapped or it came off the hook in the spring barrel or something happened. I have no idea. But yeah, I'm not going to let these run in time, like, you know, I'm not going to keep rewinding them and everything. These are just going to have to go. You can see me in there. These are just going to have to wait a while before anything is done. Well, before I properly run them. But yeah, they do run as is, and which is okay as well. But yeah, I think that's enough said about these two clocks. You get the idea. Style 6, Baby Ben, Ivory. And the Style 5, Gunmetal Black, Loud Alarm, which is the most common Style 5 from what I can find of the Canadian line. This seems to be the most common one. With its unique hand. And this one also has a unique hand. So anyway, that's what's happening there in that department. So, yeah, viewers, I guess that's all I've got for you today in the Greg Goes Antiquing universe. And, by the way, keep your eyes out for Greg Goes Antiquing Star Alarms Edition, where we go to the train show, which is tomorrow, and that will be posted on the Star channel, and I'll link that in the description. So I'll post that in the description here. So anyway, viewers, if you want to see some model trains and see some stuff there, I'll link that channel. But anyway, that's enough about these two clocks right now. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, and in other news, well, yeah, I can't seem to do my intro today, viewers. Thanks for watching, and yeah, it's standard procedure, viewers. These clocks are just standard procedure around here, and hopefully they'll run and everything. Oh yeah, leave in the comments if I should change this hand and change this base here, because as I said, this tells the story of the clock. So anyway, yeah, I'm most likely going to change the hand, but I might not change the base. I don't know. That seems to be a common problem with the Style 5 bases. They seem to be bent a lot. So anyway, viewers, it's just standard procedure, viewers. Just standard procedure. Hopefully we can get these fixed and everything. Of course, after I've had more practice, of course. I've got that Style 5 Baby Ben Luminous, which is which is being repaired right now on my workbench, and I believe you all saw that in the previous Greg Goes Antiquing episode. So anyway, after that's fixed, oh yeah, I'll move on to the next clock, and yeah, I'll get better and better, hopefully. Anyway, viewers, you know why I've done this? It's just standard procedure, viewers, just standard procedure. And I figured I'd just throw this in here quick. Seth Thomas, as I may have already explained to you all, I was doing it in a rather rushed fashion. Well, it's 4 o'clock. It seems to be working better. The chimes don't vibrate when it seems to be further back on this thing. So I don't know, and I also put 2 more felt feet on this table here, so we'll see what the results are. It's about to chime in a second. I'm sorry I'm keeping you guys around longer than you need to be. Listen to that. See, it seems to be one of these bars here is vibrating. Oh, so I need to get all this crap off. Let me use mineral spirits. So anyway, that was the 1952 Seth Thomas Pembroke. And we'll see how well, if it doesn't stop or anything, or see what it does, yeah. So anyway, viewers, thank you. Just standard procedure, viewers. Just standard procedure. Always never able to do the intro right, and always adding a bunch of extra crap in there as well.